Hey everybody, Jed with Jed Demlow Productions coming to you on another Friday from Nashville, Tennessee. Hope everybody's doing great today. Today I want to talk a little bit about LANDR FX SUITE and LANDR in general. I just came across it not too long ago, and I've been using it ever since I came across it, and I just love it. It saves me a lot of time. It seems like LANDR has done a lot of the work for me ahead of time, so all I have to do is select the different plugins and just slap them on a track, adjust to taste, and away I go. So this is what I got. I got the LANDR FX SUITE. You can see it's on sale right now for $99. And here's what you get. You get the acoustic plugin, which sounds fantastic on acoustic guitars. Just makes them sound so much better, like immediately. And I'm going to show you all this in a track real quick. You get the electric, which sounds great on electric guitars to fatten them up, to kind of give them a little bit more gas quickly and easily. You get the bass, which I like on my bass guitar. And then the beats is a great way to get almost like a parallel compression thing going really, really quickly if you want to. And there's some other great effects that are in there too to pump up your beats. And then the vocal is probably my most favorite, because you can make a vocal sound really great really fast. So for all of you content creators out there, you know, if you're doing the song finch type thing or whatever, you might really want to check out LANDR, because it's a great way to get your stuff sounding fantastic really quickly. So I'm going to do a quick little demonstration here. Let's just go up to the bass. And you can see I've already got LANDR on it. And let's take it. This is a production that I just did for a songwriter. And we'll just use it as an example. This was a demo that I did for a songwriter out of Ohio named Shane Grove. He wrote this with a couple of other friends, or maybe one other friend. It's called History Repeats itself, and I can link to it so you can check it out. Check out Shane. Anyway, let's listen to the bass. Let me turn this up a little bit so you can hear a little better. Okay, so here's the bass track with nothing on it. Let's put the LANDR on it. I've got the smooth compressed. We can really crank it up. You can hear how it brings that bass forward. Turn it off. See, I really like this wheel here. You can just dial in how much you want. And I just want a little bit. There, it's out. There it is. You can hear how it just brings that right forward. Now there's all different kinds of presets here, like a compressed pop, bright frets, and you can bring it back, bring it forward, bright and wide. And this little wheel here makes it so that you can dial in the amount that you want really quickly and easily. I really like that for this track. And there's so many more different things that you can get. There's amp effects that you can use on it. You can add some grit if you want to. Bar amp. This is great. Modulation effects, mix tools. There's tons of stuff right here for the bass. But what I'm going to do for this country tune is just use this smooth, compressed. Sounds really nice. Turn that bass up a little bit. Turn it out. Put it back in. To me, it just makes it set a lot better in the track, sound better, makes it sound like it belongs. And that's what you want. That's what these plugins should do. They should make things sound like they belong quickly and easily. So what I'm going to do here real quick, and again, I am in Studio One. I am a big Studio One fan. PreSonus Studio One 6 is out now. I'm using 5.5, I think, right now. But if you haven't checked out PreSonus, you should. This is a fantastic DAW to work in. From start to finish, everything sounds great. It works great. I'm loving it, especially the MIDI production stuff. I like to use Studio One for because I've gotten really fast in producing the music stuff in Studio One. So, yeah, check it out. Let's go back to our track here, and I'm going to show you real quick for anyone that's new how to set up a bus. I'm going to highlight all of my drum tracks here. So we'll select the kick and we'll go down to room, hold shift and click. Then if I right click, I can go down here and hit add bus. So we'll come down here to the bus. We're just going to call that drums. Okay. Now I'm going to go to that drum bus. Let's just solo the drums so we can hear them. Let's pull up the chorus. Okay, now I'm going to go to LANDR for my plugin, and I'm going to go to the beats. Oh, wow. Check that out. It just comes up on this tight, punchy preset that just puts it right in your face. Let's turn it out. There's nothing. Now we can turn this wheel up. Yeah, listen to that difference. Just 26%. You could crank it, which really brings it up. And of course you want to listen to this in the mix. Maybe you want that much. Maybe you need that much. Listen to what it's doing to that kick. And the snare is just amazing. I'm going to dial that back a little bit. And again, you've got all different kinds of EQ moves that you can make. They've got all these presets for the kick, the snare, the cymbals. Here's the EQs. FX. I mean, it's just a ton of stuff, including these presets right here that kind of seem to have a lot of it all mixed in. If you want like sustain drums for more of a ballad, you can hear that snare ringing more now. Holding on. Oh, check this out. Parallel crush. Let me bring it in. Let me solo the drums again so that you can really hear it. Bring it up. Parallel crush. It's like a parallel compression track. You're bringing everything out in that room. Maybe just a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to go back to tight and punchy. There it is off. Now on. That sounds great. Let's bring the bass in. Let's turn the LANDR off the bass. Let's turn the LANDR off the drums. I'm going to turn that bass down just a little bit. Now, let's turn the LANDR back on. Bass. Nice. Let's turn on the drums. Wow. And just like that, sounds great. Okay, so let's move on to the acoustic guitar plugin. And this one is, right here. It's the blue one. And it comes in the pack that you can get for $99. LANDR FX SUITE. I'm going to put a link to the website so you can go right there and see what's up. You can try it for free. Try it before you buy it, which is what I did. So that's really cool that you can try it out. Let's bounce back here to the acoustic guitar. Now check this out. Let's solo it. I like to pick. Okay, so that's with nothing on it. Let's turn on the LANDR. Bring that out. Now watch what happens when I turn up this dial. Listen to all that goodness coming out. I've got it on the hi-fi setting. We can put a chorus on it. That's sweet. Maybe bring it back. Just a little bit. Maybe a quarter pump. Or maybe you want like quarter note delay with some reverb. That's so nice. Dial it back maybe. But for this, I'm going to use the hi-fi. Okay? That is just great. So let's put that in the track. Now watch what happens when I turn the LANDR off. See, now that the acoustic doesn't seem to fit in there quite as well now. Now let's turn it back on. It just brings it forward right where it needs to sit. It's setting right in there where it belongs now. And I didn't have to go through a bunch of menus. I didn't have to do a bunch of complicated stuff. It's just right there really quick. Let me show you something on the organ, on the verse. Let's check this out. This is pretty cool. Okay, I'll turn the LANDR off. So what I did, now here, I've got the voice plugin pulled up on this organ, and I'm using this Shiny Vox preset. You don't have to use, just because it says voice, that doesn't mean you can only use it on voice. You can use these plugins on anything you want. Check out what happens when I put this voice plugin on this B3. Gonna solo it. Turn on the LANDR. Hear that nice delay reverb going on now? Just really sweetens it up. Let's listen to the track. Off. Let me turn it on. Hear how it's just, these plugins make everything sit in the track. Let me bring that down in the mix, kind of where it would be. I guess the best way for me to describe what's happening here with these plugins is they immediately make things sit in the track better, is what I've noticed. You turn it on and it just sounds really good right from the get-go. Let's go to this guitar right here. See what we got going on here. I'm going to turn these. Let's go to this part of the track. All right, now let's go to this. So I've got this clean repeater turned on. This is the electric plugin. See, I got nice delay happening there. Let's listen to it without the LANDR. See, I'm going to stop it. You can hear the delay is gone. Put it back in. Sweet. Now, let's go to a second plugin. You don't have to just use one on each track. You can use multiple of these on a track. You can use it to Like here, I've added a bright hall reverb after the delay, because I want the delay to just kind of go soaking right into that reverb. Let me turn it off. Okay, let me turn it back on. You can hear how much longer those delays are ringing now. I'm just got a little bit of it. I can crank the hall. Okay, and you'll find, at least for me, you'll find that a little bit of these plugins is all you need on a lot of stuff. Let's put it back in the track. Let me turn the LANDR off. See, it's just kind of dead in there now. It's not doing anything. Let's listen with the LANDR on. Hear how it got wider? And once again, now it's sitting right in that track, and it sounds great. Okay, so I don't want this to be too long, so let's move right to the vocal. And let's just go to here, and let's put LANDR on it. We're going to go to LANDR voice.
In the darkest corners of this town.
Right away, this first preset that pops up, this Pop Diva, it sounds great. Check it out.
Begging me to come back really wasn't a surprise. Neither was the whiskey on his breath.
This dial right here, this little wheel, turn it off. I could just dial it in.
Corners of this town. He's a legend around here, a tall tale of fooling around.
And that's just the first preset. I mean, and look at all the stuff that you've got. You've got EQ, reverb, delay, compression. And again, you can stack, and saturation. You can stack these things too. Don't forget. So you don't have to just use one. You can use multiple of them. So let's go to EQ. Let's just see what the EQ will do for us.
Wasn't a surprise. Neither was the whiskey on his breath.
That's the cleaned up one.
Those fake Friday night
Here's a bass lift.
They whisper all about him in the darkest corner.
Now you can hear that from like maybe 80 to 100. It's giving it a boost in the bass.
Him begging me to come back.
And again,
really wasn't a
you can use this wheel
to
dial in exactly how much you need. Here's nothing. If you need more bass in the vocal,
they whisper all about him.
See, it doesn't take a lot, just a little bit. Don't go crazy with this stuff. You'll find that it'll work a lot better if you don't. So,
Him begging me to come back.
I like that bass boost. Now let's go over here and let's put in another version of LANDR voice. Okay. And let's go to this Pop Diva again, okay?
Him begging me to come back really wasn't a surprise. Neither was the whiskey on his breath or those fake Friday nights.
You can hear that delay just ringing. It doesn't take much here. This sounds great.
Him begging me to come back really wasn't a surprise. Neither was the whiskey on his breath. Those fake Friday night alibis, they whisper all about him in the darkest corners of this town. He's a legend around
So
here.
Just like that.
A tall tale.
Now, also remember that you can go in Studio One. Let's go up here to the automation.
Him begging me
You can bring in more when you need it.
Really wasn't a surprise. Neither was the whiskey on his breath or those fake Friday night alibis, they whisper all about him in the darkest corners of
It's good to
this
change it up.
town. He's a legend around
Now in the
here.
chorus, I'm going to bring
A
up
tall
more.
tale of fooling around. His story repeats itself like that worn out book on the shelf. It always reads the same. He's just changing the names. I'm gonna rewrite history.
Now you can see what I've done there. Just
Him begging me
adding
to
a little
come
bit more of
back
it as we go
really wasn't a
through the
surprise.
song.
Neither was the
Less in the
whiskey
verse,
on his
more in the
breath.
chorus.
But those fake Friday night alibis, they whisper all about him.
And I
in the
overdid it a little
darkest
bit in the chorus just so
corners
you could
of
really
this
hear it.
town. He's a legend around here, a tall tale of fooling around. His story repeats itself like that worn out book on the shelf.
Sounds fantastic. And all of these tools are right here at your disposal in this LANDR pack. It's just, it has really kind of changed the way that I'm working on a lot of stuff, especially, you know, stuff that's more along the singer-songwriter demo, song finch type stuff that I want to get done really quickly and get results quick so that, you know, the customer can hear it. That's the thing. So there you have it, the LANDR FX Suite on sale right now for $99. It comes with 5 great plugins with tons of effects, tons of ways that you can craft new sounds for your tracks and your beats that you're working on right now. I highly recommend that you go check out LANDR. I'll put the link right down here for you. Once again, my name is Jed Demlow. I'm with Jed Demlow Productions. I have a large library of top-lining tracks available on my website for singer-songwriters. I specialize in country music, and you can see I have over 65 tracks available right now for you to check out. So go to jeddemlowproductions.com and check them out. If you're a singer-songwriter, you're about to find something that you can use and that you'll like. I also have quality, affordable tracks and kits for content creators. These start at $99, and you get the MP3, the wave, and all of the multi-tracks and stems. So not only do you get the original track that you can write to, but you get all of the drums, bass, keys, everything that goes into that track. And then you can take those and make all different kinds of your own versions, use those tracks to create new tunes. So this is great for like song finch type creators, to help get you going on a song. You can use these multi-tracks to get you going in that direction. So for $99, I think it's a great value. And so check them out. Okay, so that's going to be it for me today. Thanks for watching, and I will be back with you again real soon. I'm probably going to, follow this up with an in-depth version of this, going into LANDR a little bit more as I, use them more in my productions and get more familiar, so I can show you, some of my favorite settings that I find that I can use. And, please make comments and suggestions and tell me how you're using LANDR. What have your experiences been with it? How are you using it? How do you like it? What are your favorite settings on vocals, bass, guitar, etc.? Let's get going on this and let everybody know about it, and so that everyone can enjoy being able to make better productions with LANDR. And that'll be it for me today. I'll be talking to you again real soon.